Jaya Jaitley, that's a very good point. But let me put to you the contrast that is there in our survey. A lot of appreciation for the working woman, yet discomfort with bold, aggressive women. Let me just try and add these two together and ask you that the Indian working woman doesn't look like what she's presented in advertising. She's a very demure, dignified person, getting onto her bus, going in the train and going to work. Now, yet the images of the bold woman or the working woman is presented as something very, very out of context, as something that is this sex goddess figure. Do you think there's a problem in that kind of depiction of the working woman?
Well, I think it's part of the fight back by male society when women want to come out of their kitchens. They're dressing them up, giving them this fashion industry, the glamour industry, to push them back into the bedrooms of people's minds. And this is where some women fall prey to it, and they are willing to stand next to cars.
The fashion industry is a way of pushing women back into the bedroom.
It's part of industry and money making. When the woman started speaking out and saying, I'm capable and I can study and I can hold a good job, then you say, well, isn't that so in television? You have to look beautiful. The men can all be old and fat and bearded and anything, but the women have to look pretty before they can announce.
There's a huge dysfunction with the way media is portraying women and the ground realities of women.
Perhaps.
We are sweating, we are getting into buses and trains, doing our work.
That is the working woman,
making films or writing or being social activists or teaching or whatever. It's not glamorous.
But on the other hand, you do have the fashion industry.
If I could talk about the way the mainstream media is portraying women, look at the way our mainstream papers, some of them are printing pseudo surveys which are actually, you know, in the
Sex
range
surveys,
of pornography and passing it off as research.
And passing it off as freedom for women when it's in fact doing a disservice to women. I know you're all over this one. You're all over this one.
No, there are two things. Along with the priest, I'm also a lecturer. So in my college, if a girl comes with a very low-waist jeans, I'm very uncomfortable. You can say that, see, you are such a fragile man, that's the reason why you are getting uncomfortable. But trust me, let me. But trust me, my dear sister, I'm calling you a sister, it's a very old-fashioned thing, but still, trust me, my sister, I wouldn't want my sister to walk like that. And if somebody else's sister is walking naked, it's always fun for everyone. See, it only hurts when it is your sister. It only pains when it is your own family. So always remember, we have always this other man's morality. Let other man's sister go like this. Let the other man's mother go like this. Let the other man's wife go like this. But remember, your children, your sister, your mother, your wife will be going like this, then you will feel hurt. So we should have decent ethical things.
That this entire tirade had only women as subjects.
Yep.
Your sister, your mother.
I'm not a supporter
Let me look at this gathering. Nearly all the men are wearing trousers and shirts. A large majority of women are wearing some manner of Indian garb or the other. I've never actually heard of any college institution in India which mandates that men should wear dhotis and kurtas. Whereas there are any number of colleges that mandate that women should wear
because Sagarika, you yourself told there was a particular incident where a guy came with a very low waist jeans. He was expelled.
I don't know. He was banned.
No,
but let me get
that the notion that women are in a sense being made alien or being possessed by alienness because they wear clothes that are other than demure Indian ones is a particularly male point of view.
It's a male point of view, in fact. So that's, I think again, Jaya Jaitley.
But there's also something else, which is unfamiliar and familiar.
Right.
If you are unfamiliar with something, you get affected in a very strange sort of way. The fact is, if you're familiar with it, what's the problem?